Hi, fellow vapors, it's Joe, the village vapor, coming at you from Ireland. And as I said, I was gonna do the IVG Jam Roly-Poly. I haven't tasted these myself before, I swear. And the IVG lemon custard, but I've got a feeling I'm gonna like this one, you know. And I've the IVG cookie dough, so you know they're all kind of my usual desserty kind of stuff, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna quickly show you what I'm gonna be vaping, the lemon custard, because I've given them all the finger taste and they're not bad, but the lemon custard one, you know, it tastes really nice to me, so I'm actually gonna be putting that in the coil mesh RTA, which I'll give you a quick look around the box and that. There it is. It's a lovely RTA Vandy vape. Never had any problems with Vandy vape myself. But coiling, see branding. They do like branding their stuff and have the mesh, you know. Get the mesh strips if I have it all cooled up and ready to go. Wicking meshed, yeah. Wicking mesh, and in the box you get a few bits. You got a few bits of mesh with it. I don't think I bought them with me. I'm out at my sister's still. But yeah, you did. There was a few pieces of mesh, another glass, some pamphlets. You know, the usual little dripper the quality certificates. You know, I don't really. I did look at them when I started rebuilding, but then when you get used to it, and it's got a little 510 adapter as well, so that's good, you know, and the spare glass as well. You got a screwdriver I think in there as well. So that's the box, that's the side, that's the specs if you wanna pause that and look at it. That's if I'm in focus here. But yeah, I was just getting me just for the benefit of those who are starting out building and that, I actually got some stainless steel caterpillar track wire. Never seen it before, so from Geek Vape I thought I'd try it out. So I have it in the drop dead. I've cheated and I've done one already. 6 wraps each, so it'll be a nice warm vape, you know. So I'm just gonna show you now how I wrap coil again. Put it on the coil terminator. You put one hole in that end and it comes out the other end. You hold that with your thumb. And the drop dead's fairly easy to build on because, you know, it's just two they're all negative and positive poles, but it just drops down. I'm actually not going to use a chuck, I'm just going to use my hand. So here goes, that's one wrap, that's 2 wraps, fairly tough stuff this actually. 2 wrap, 3 wrap, 4 wrap. I'm trying to keep it as tight as possible, and 5 wrap. I'm just gonna check that against the other one actually. Did I do 5 or 6? I can't see the wrap sometimes, so just check that. No, it's actually 5 wraps. Yeah, I thought so. Thought as much. So I'm gonna take that off now. Like I said, stainless steel isn't as forgiving. If you're starting off building, I suggest you use Canful or Nichrome, like 22, 24, 26 gauge, somewhere in around there, and get yourself a coil jig. Watch a great video by Legion Vapes, you know, he was the one who got me started into building my own. So these legs, I know they're going to be a bit too long. As you can see, the drop dead's got a not bad little juice. Well, it's not great, it's only about 2.5 mil, I suppose. I don't have the fancy doodahs that you measure the stuff with yet, but I might get some eventually. I'm going to cut these legs. You always need your snippers, you know, when you're building. I'm going to cut these legs and put my finger on and it flies off. Often cut myself with wire, you know, it's not very nice. So yeah, that's perfect actually. That's a good cut. You see a bit, you know, after you've been building for a while, you kind of learn to, you know, you eyeball things up. These are, by the way, are 3.5 diameter, so they're quite nice and nice chunky wire. What's it called again? Yeah, caterpillar track wire. It's actually a kind of a Clapton wire, but there's 4 strands of, I think it's 28 gauge times 4 wrapped up in a 38 gauge. So it's a good bit of wire, you know. It's probably going to have a lot of hot spots. So I've just got that onto there. I think that's all right. Press down there. Yeah, it's more kind of a space core because it's very hard to get these, you know, contact coil. Very hard because the stainless steel is hard, but that's not looking too bad. Just gonna give it a tighten down, and we'll be tasting the juices soon. Give this, oh, that wasn't tightened at all actually. It's not very good. Sometimes you see when you're adjusting your coils as well, the screws can come a little bit loose. You have to watch that, you know. I'll give them a tighten at the end. So I'm gonna stick this on me Geek Vape X and see what it comes out at. Should be interesting to see. I've never used caterpillar wire before. And do you know what I see in there? A little snippet of, I had this the other week, it's come out, a little snippet of wire in there. Would have shorted out. I had that on a video I done the other week. Pain in the bloody arse. So actually, do you know what I'm going to quickly do? One of them legs is fine, but one's a little bit long, so I'm just going to get me clippers right in there. It's the handy thing with the drop there. See them coils there? They're not bad, you know. I might pull them in a bit actually because they're getting close to the edge. I'll just pull them in a small bit with my screwdriver. Oh, just fired then. I'm going to turn that down to about, come on, I know it's atomizer short, but I want to turn it down. The thing about the Geek Vape Edge, you have to have something on it to turn it up. I should have the, what am I saying? I have the drop dead on. What am I like? 58 watts. Atomizer short. I don't believe it. Yeah, I can see it. Always doing that. Bloody in the corner there again. Right, that should be okay now. Yeah, that's sound. So I'm going to turn that down to fairly heavy duty coil. So I'm going to put it at 42.7. Check for hot spots, which, never know, there might not be many because they're fairly spaced. But no, yeah, there's hot spots, you see them. So get the back of my tweezers. Never fire your mod when you're using anything metal to strum your coils. Stainless steel always goes a lovely blue colour when you burn it, when you dry burn it, you know, it's a lovely colour. I don't know whether you can see the different hues of colour, but it's probably going to need a good bit more scraping, I'd say. I'm going to turn it up a bit actually. One of the coils is not bad actually. They're kind of coming out by themselves there a bit. I'm going to give them another couple of scrapes. That one's actually worse. You just lightly strum the tops, you know. if you was to smoke it with hot spots, you know, it'd just be awful. Like it'd be an awful vape. So let's see what they're lighting up like now. They seem to be going a bit better actually. Yeah, look. They're yeah, they're glowing nice from the inside out. Yeah, that'll do me. And the build is coming out. Yeah, I thought it'd be quite low, 0.15, because big coil. You know, the bigger the coil, the bigger the bigger the coil, the bigger the diameter, the bigger the higher the ohms. You know, have a Sopatina vape. How long have I been waffling on? 10 minutes. I'm gonna have them actually smell. I'm not gonna tell you what I'm having in this. It's I actually got this new, tell you, Vandy vape. I already have the Pulse X, but I actually just got the Vandy vape Pulse 80-watt mod because I needed a new squonker, and it's not bad, you know. It's not a bad little. It's a good little mod, you know. It only fires up to 80 watts, so it's not for the really high wattage vapors, but it's a great little squonker. See your little squonk bottle there, you can see me liquid, see me wattage there. I've only got it at what, yeah, 56, 0.15 of the Vandy Vape Mesh version 2 on top of it, with yeah, mesh in it of course. Oh, that's nice. I tell you what, I'm vaping on that another day. But got me cotton gods here. So sorry, cotton gods. Gonna do these wicks. Do this bit of wicking. So 3.5 mils. You know, that's about as wide. It's as wide as me coil jig set goes, and it's about as wide as I'd go. I actually have in me Wasp Nano. I have for the newbies, twist the end, pull it through. Yeah, it's a nice bit of resistance there, so I know. So what I'm gonna do is actually, to save a bit of time, is carry on pulling that through, so the knotted end is you know, my twisted end. Yeah, that's good, and that's good and nice bit, nice and snug, you know. So I'll cut that off and get a twisted end again and stick that through the other coil, my side. Probably, sorry, you probably can't see this. Very awkward. Is that gonna, oh, it's a bit thin there. No, yeah, you see that's pulling through. That's nice and snug as well. That's how you want them. Snug as a bug in a rug, as you can say, or something like that. So I'm gonna cut me cotton there, just eyeballing it, you know, like you get used to it. That's probably about enough. I'm gonna give them, because you know you're relying on capillary action a lot with the drop dead, because it's a bit of a ways up to the coils, you know. So I'm gonna give them a quick comb out with me tweezers, you know. I'm careful not to press the firing switch. That's not a good idea when you've just cotton in there and no liquid. I've done that before, burnt me cotton, you know. And I'm just gonna cut them stragglers off. So I'm gonna get a bit of juice on the go and tell you what I think. Now, gonna tuck my wicks in. I'll do this side first. Yeah, they've gone in nicely. Nice big juicy coils, 3.5 mil, you know. After pressing the fire button again, but it doesn't matter, a split second, you know. Not a good idea though. That's my hands shake, you know. So that's me build. It's me cotton in, me coils. Not a bad old build. So what am I going to put on it? I'm going to put the Jam Roly-Poly on the drop dead on the Geek Vapex. So I'll take a good bit of juice to get this all whipped up. I'm always making a mess when I do this. I always have a rag or something though, you know, close by, or some kitchen towel or toilet paper, anything will do that's absorbent. And it's messy sometimes, but as you can see, I'm putting a good drop. And yeah, them coils weren't actually too bad. If they were really compact stainless steel, it would have took a lot more strumming and that to, you know, there would have been a lot more hot spots. Right, I think that's all the cotton soaked. And these have been steeping for a couple of days as well. Yeah, it smells nice, the Jam Roly-Poly. I don't know whether I'm gonna be that keen on. I don't know. It's a funny kind of smell. It's a very too jammy or something. But it's anyway. It's the IVG Jam Roly-Poly, and there's no real description or that, you know. But anyway, gonna take her at a toke at turn it up to 70. No, 75 actually, because there are big old coils in there. So that's 75 watts, and let's go. Yeah. That's not bad. Yeah, definitely kind of strawberry. Yeah, it's not bad actually. I didn't think it would be quite nice actually from I had tasted it previous and you know, smelt it and that, even when I was putting it on there, but it's a lot of a different vibe in it, you know. So I'm gonna give it another talk. Yeah, it's kind of definitely jammy and yeah, a bit cakey. It's reminds me a little bit of that one I done the other day, the Only E Liquids, the Belgian waffle. Or kind of a bit like the jam sponge, but not as nice as the jam sponge. But anyway. As you can see, there's a good bit of vape coming off of that, and yeah, it's not bad. It's nice. You know, no, I'm not. It's okay. I'm not that fussed on it. I'd give it like I'd give it six out of 10. I'm gonna try. Got a bit of a mad build going on in here in the Wasp Nano. I have boxes here. You get all your tools and bits and bobs in there as well, and a couple of spare chuff caps. You actually get a bit of cotton. You did get a coil with it as well, but that's long been used. And yeah, some O-rings, a squonk ring. I actually have a oh shit! I actually have the squonk in this. Actually, I forgot about that, and I haven't got no spare bottles, so I better put it on. I better be careful. I'll put it on the Jackaroo because that's waterproof and everything, you know. So yeah, so this is the cookie dough from after dinner range as well. They're both after dinner range. The cookie, yeah, the Jam Roly-Poly's okay. It's not great, you know. I've had much nicer jam sponges and that, but you can see I'm putting a nice drop of this cookie of a big monster build in there. You can see there, it's just a couple of mil from the edges on the Wasp Nano, but it's fine, it's okay, you know. I wouldn't recommend it though to beginners. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna put this on the Jackaroo in case it leaks a little bit. It could do, you know. I don't think it will, but so this is the after IVG cookie dough. So I've got that on the Wasp Nano, and that's 70 watts, and the build is 0.69. It's a single coil, so if it was a dual coil it would be 0.34 or something, but here goes anyway, the cookie dough. I must actually have a little another little blast at this. I did yesterday. Yeah, it's a nice taste. It's nicer than the Jam Roly-Poly, definitely. Yeah, right. A little bit more juice on that actually. Like I said, it's quite a big coil, you know. Stick a bit more juice on it. Wasn't quite enough juice on that one that time. Alright, here we go. That should do it right now. I've the air fully open, 70 watts. Yes, yeah, it's got kind of a chocolatey, doughy. You know, I presume it's meant to be chocolate cookies, cookie dough. It's a bit like Ben and Jerry's cookie dough ice cream, you know. Yeah, that coil's it's drying out because it's a bit too big a coil actually for the Wasp Nano. To be honest, I shouldn't have built. It was a bit silly. But sometimes you do these things to see, you know, whether you'll fit them in or not. And another toke on it. That's better. Yeah. Yeah, not bad. Kind of a, yeah, cakey sort of. Cakey kind of a bit of a cookie chocolatey kind of Ben and Jerry-ish. You know, the Ben and Jerry's ice cream would taste a little bit like that IVG cookie dough. Yeah, it's not bad. I gave the Jam Roly-Poly. Oh, it's getting dose. I need to clean my palate. Nice tea. And I've got a bit of a cold at the moment. I'm broke out. I'm a bit spotty and that, you know, I get hay fever. But the cookie dough, I'll give it a 6.5, you know. I've had there's one I'm trying to think of from IVG that I had before the start. Oh yeah, butterscotch custard. Right, now this is the one I'm gonna put it on because I've got a feeling I'm gonna like this one. I've had a taste already, and I have another taste. There's another IVG butterscotch, and it's actually really nice. You know, it's a really nice vape. I haven't got none of that. Yeah, that's nice, lemony, custardy. So I have the coil mesh RTA here, which is had this a while. I like it actually. I think it's great, but I've seen some reviewers, you know, they don't really thin the wicks out, but I tell you, the wicks on this, I find, same as the mesh, I find you have to really kind of, you know, give them a good raking out, you know, for it to wick properly at that, or you just getting dry hits and that, you know. But that's a good bit of juice on there. I sod it. I'll put it on the what will I put it on? I'll put it on the Geek Vape. Yeah, I'm using cotton gods, by the way, for the wicking. Bit there, nice big fluffy bit of cotton gods. Just show you the packets. Good wicking material. And yeah, I'm gonna screw this on the Geek Vape X. Getting all bloody oily hands now and that. Where's my vape rag? It should be here somewhere. I have a bit of kitchen towel there somewhere. My hands a bit of a wipe. Yeah, and the modder. Bit of a So I'll stick another bit of juice on this. The coiling RTA mesh RTA. Oh, look at that. And that's how many watts is that? Oh, bloody screens around here. Yeah, 75. But to be honest, I mean, there's no why isn't that firing? Come on. Not firing. It's only new, this. Do you know what? I've gone into settings. Hang on, I'll just let it. I've gone into bloody powerful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is it again? 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 3. That's why it's going some. Oh yeah. I know. 1, 2, 3. Powerful. 3. There we go. So I had it on powerful. It's back on standard. I was thinking it was giving a bit of a Mount Vesuvius. That's a bit better. I'm not changing it. That's alright. Stick another bit of juice on there. Now, and stick the tank section on. Just fairly handy, easy to. But it's always a tricky wicking. You know, wicking mesh tanks. You always want to make sure you get your little coil bending thing. All the mostly Damn Vape, Doom, what other mesh tanks are that I have? The Profile Unity, the normal profile, which I have on this Vandy Vape Squonker. You know, your wicking game has to be, up. You have to really clean out or comb out your wicks, you know, and also make sure you've got enough wick hitting the mesh, like, you know, that it's in there good and tight. You know, you put too much in, it's just gonna sink down. And right, I'm looking forward to this. Actually, 75 watts, and that's IVG lemon custard. Smells really nice, actually. What have I got? 75. No, I'm gonna turn it down. Actually, mesh, I'm always wary of mesh. I always prefer to view a bit less than I actually say, so I'm gonna, I think 50, 58, 59 watts, yeah? There we go. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's lovely juice, that is. Yeah, no dry burns, you see, it's wicking. It's well drenched as well. you know, it's not flooded, but it's just, well, you know, and I comb my wicks out really well, so, you know, you just use your tweezers, you know, and just rake out your wicks, but, oh, that's lovely. I tell you what, 9 out of 10 straight away for that's beautiful. Ooh, a bit licked out that. Yeah, that's a really good juice, that is. You know, very tasty for custard lovers and people who like a bit of lemon. Oh, excuse me. One more toke. So that's yeah, I'll give it 9.5 out of 10. Actually, it's really tasty. I'm not exaggerating. It really is nice. Big long tokes, no dry hits. Yeah, that's very nice. Actually, that's very nice. So I'll give the cookie dough a 6. It's okay, you know. It's not really for me, to be honest. In the 5 actually. Sorry, IVG. The Jam Roly-Poly 6.5. But the winner is the IVG Custard, lemon custard. Lovely, nice, really nice juice. Gonna have one more blast on it. Yeah, like I said, you know, I've took a few good hits on that now. Not had one dry hit. You know, I wouldn't go crazy chugging and chugging because you're bound to get a dry hit sooner or later, and it's not very pleasant on mesh. But anyway, folks, that's me for now, and I hope you got something out of that video. You know, my opinion. You know, it's all oh, whatever you call it. I forget now. What's the name for it? I forget. But anyway, that's me. Hope you all have a really nice week, blessed weekend, and God bless you all. And this Village Vapor, Joe the Village Vapor, signing out. See you all next time. Bye bye. Hopefully I've got my hair cut by then. See yous.